Amigos de Fox Deportes, de cara al partido contra Xolos, nos encontramos con Vincent Janssen, el ariete de la pandilla, de cara a este duelo contra los Xolos de Tijuana. Vincent, thank you very much for having us. ¿Cómo va el español?
Poquito mejor, poquito mejor.
Me da gusto. Well, we're going to do the interview in English, so don't worry. You guys climbed in the table with two great victories against America, against Juarez. After a very complicated 2020, what was it that clicked for you guys to return to your natural form?
I think, obviously the first months weren't good. We weren't happy about those results, but I think we were looking for maybe the right formation, the right plays, and we were a little bit unlucky in games as well. I think we found the luck. Now, like some balls goes in, or it goes a bit easier, it turns our way. And I think we're doing well. We trained hard, especially in the times where it didn't go very well. We kept going, we kept positive, and in the end, you see, it turns out to winning games. So that's good for us.
How have these wins helped the team in terms of confidence, the atmosphere in the training grounds?
Yes, it obviously it helps. In the end, it's every time you work to get the points, and if you get those points, you're happy. You smile more. If you lose a game, it's always a bad.
It's a bad week.
Exactly. And now you see, like, we win. Everyone is happy. Everyone is fighting for each other, and we always been a team. But you see, like, when you win, the confidence is better, and the communications goes better, and obviously there's a more positive vibe if you get the 3 points. That's why you train all week for, and that's why you work 24/7 for, actually, to get the 3 points in the end of the week. So obviously when you have them, it gives a much better feeling.
On a personal note, how was it for you watching the last game on the stands, knowing that the red card giving was totally accidental?
Yeah, no, I think it's part of the game. It's part of the game, and obviously as a player, you don't want to be there on the stands. But if you are on the stands, you just hope that the team does it as best as possible. And I think the quality of our team is we have 25 players who can play in the first 11. So everyone fights for his place every day. And now you see I was out and Ake played a very good game. So that's very nice to see also for him. And the next time it's going to be different, and they're going to be players are going to be ready. So that's good to see. Obviously, on a personal note, to be suspended, it's not nice. You don't want that as a player, but to see other players do well, that's very good, and that makes me also happy.
Obviously, it was tough for Ake in the beginning of his era in Rayados, but how was it for him after scoring 2 goals, like in the dressing room? Were you messing with him, or how was it for him?
For him, it was amazing. I think he's a very good player. And he was waiting for his chance, and he got his chance the past game, and he took it. So everyone was very happy for him. Obviously, he deserves it. He's an amazing person. So he's still very young. So he has time. He needed time here, I think. But to see how he performed last game is so important for us. And as what I said, we have 25 players who are fighting every day for a position in the first 11. And that makes us better. Everyone makes it. So everyone has to be 100%. If one day you're not 100%, you can be out the next day. And I think that's our quality as a team.
Up next is Tijuana, a team that you'll be also facing in the Cup final. They have been struggling the whole season. Their desperation of getting points, of needing the victory, can be an advantage for you guys?
I think it's always better to play against a team who is not in the best mood, obviously. But in football, everything can change very quickly. I think they have a very good team. They have quality players. It's been working from game to game to game. So we just finished with Juarez, and obviously we started yesterday or the day before with working to Tijuana, and then you get all the information. And I think they have a lot of quality as a team. But what can we do? We can play our best game. That's what we're gonna do, and then I think it will be a very nice game.
Obviously, you've now adapted to the Mexican tournament. How weird is it that the team at the bottom of the table can get 3 points and then you're in the qualifying spot? How weird is it for you, and what do you think about the new format, for example?
I have to say, for me, the format is different. I mean, last tournament or the tournament when we got championship for us, we finished 8th, and then we got champions. So in the end, yeah, if that's fair, okay. I don't want to judge about that, but in the end, it's the decision of the league. It's exciting. That's one thing. That's for sure. It's very exciting. So that's nice. And yeah, we had the luck last year that we just made it to the playoffs. I think, yeah, for a European person, you have to get used to it because it is different. But yeah, it's exciting.
Vincent, obviously it has been a weird year to say the least, with all the pandemic that's been still going on. You had coronavirus. I know firsthand how it is to have the virus. I had all the symptoms practically. How was it for you?
Yeah.
Since you learned, I think you were asymptomatic, but how was it, the experience for you?
It was a very bad experience, to be honest. I had some symptoms, but just to have the virus in your body, that's obviously something you don't want because there's not so much information yet about the virus, and yeah, you just don't want to have it. I had it. I didn't have a smell or any taste, and I felt very low in energy. There were some moments where I was like, okay, I never felt like very sick, but I had some symptoms, and you just don't want to have them. So sad, especially because there's not much information about the virus, and obviously, yeah, there is a virus in your body which you just don't want. You just don't want that to happen. You want to be healthy, and that made it for me like, yeah, you get put back on the ground to realize what is going on. And I'm still very lucky that I'm a young, healthy person, but I can understand that for all the people, it's a very dangerous virus. So, yeah, for me, I really realized that this is something, yeah, which is not something. Yeah, I'm not gonna say a joke, but this is something, yeah, very
Yes, it's
serious.
serious.
We have to take it serious, and that's what I really realized when I got it by myself, especially for me because I felt symptoms and I'm still very young. So to put it in perspective for older people, it's very difficult.
On a personal note, I had to struggle with a lot of fatigue. I mean, going up the stairs, I felt like really. I mean, I'm not an athlete. I'm not in the best shape of my life. But for you, was it difficult to come back, get into form because of the whole invasion in the lungs?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a virus that's attacking directly the lungs.
100%. And yeah, normally in preseason, I feel good. I'm starting to feel better every day. But I felt the first 2 3 weeks, I felt that I wasn't ready, and I spoke about it with the people here in the club, and they helped me. And I made sure that I went to the hospital to check my lungs, to check my heart, and make sure that everything is all right after the virus. Lucky enough, that was all fine. You could still see some effects. I don't know
Yes,
really how to
some
say it.
side
Yeah,
effects. Yeah.
yeah, some side effects, and I needed some time to solve everything. So I think after 2 3 weeks, I felt okay. Now I'm ready to work until my 100%. So it cost me, I think, the first two games of the season, if I'm correct. But I
Yes.
think it was I needed it because I just, as what you said, walking up the stairs or walking to the kitchen, you're
It's
tired.
tough.
Like
It's tough.
yes, and that's, for me, that was the weird thing about the virus, because you don't know anything, and you feel one day, yeah, you walk to the kitchen and you're tired, you sleep 12, 13, 14 hours a day, you just, yeah, it is something. Yeah, for me, I needed 2 or 3 weeks after the virus
Yes.
to get my level, to prepare myself for games and for everything. Yeah.
I agree 100%, man. And back to football, you know derbies all around the world. Uh, in a couple of weeks, you're going to be facing Tigres in the Clásico Regio. You played the 2019 Apertura edition. Is there a chip on your shoulder after that 2-0? I know you only played the last minutes of the game, the last 20 minutes or so, but are those the type of games that you want to, obviously, to play, but
Yeah.
did it sting to get that
Uh,
2-0?
no, yeah. To be honest, let's say, I know what the game means for everyone here, but in the end, what do we want to reach as a group? We want to be the champions. So if you want to be the champion, yeah, at some point you have to beat most of the teams. Obviously, we know it's a very special game, but for me, to be really honest, I haven't been thinking about that game. For me, it's now Tijuana. I think that's for the whole team. That's where we work. We work for that game, and afterwards, at some point, we're gonna face Tigres, and they beat us last time in our stadium. And we want to win this game. We want to win this edition because for us, and we know how much impact it has on the fans, how important it is. So that's what we really want to do. But yeah, that's still in a couple of weeks' time. So that's not something where we are. I mean,
Right.
personally, I'm not there yet with my mind.
Yeah. How different has it been playing without fans?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's like, yeah, well, it's, there's more, but it feels sometimes like a friendly match. Obviously, that the game is different and there is a competition and you need to win the points. But yeah, it is really different, especially because I think our fans are helping us a lot, and they give you that extra kind of power in the game. So yeah, it's really different. And as a football player, when you're young, you dream about the big stadiums which are full and to play those kind of games. And yeah, I think that is different. But in the end, yeah, we know both that it's the best thing at the moment because we have to take care of it.
Vincent, it's always a pleasure talking with you. Thank you very much for these couple of minutes.
No worries. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wish you all the best in the season. Thank you.
Same for you. Thank you.
Vincent Janssen, aquí en Fox Deportes.